Um, Project Dave, this is episode 26, I believe. And this is the cutscene that plays when you return to the Rogar realm after exiting the Citadel and killing the beast, of course. We are relatively close to the end of the game. There's only 4 bosses left, including this guy. And 2 of those bosses will come up in rapid succession. I'm just gonna do up until the next boss for this recording session, but I'll probably do the rest of the game in the session after that. And I'll be doing a lot of messing around for the final session. Just so I demonstrate a little bit more, like the other magics that I haven't gotten and so forth. Unfortunately I forgot to take the Tyrant Heart, so I have to kill this guy twice, but it's not that big of a deal. And this is something that they showed very early on, before the game ever came out. This whole approach, and there's a Tyrant. And this boss in particular. This is one of the harder bosses in the game, especially on New Game Plus. Just because there's not really any obvious holes in his defense. But I've managed to succeed while playing patiently.
You're still here.
Listen, you should avoid the monster in that arena. Use the secret way that leads through this tower. And come meet me in the place where you fought that 3-legged stool. If you do, I can show you what I have discovered.
We're not actually going to go follow Yetka yet. I mean, we'll find her eventually, but it's faster to go through the Chamber of Lies the other way and then meet her afterwards. I'm not sure if it's even possible to do that section without eventually encountering Yetka. If it is, it's very elaborate. But let's so the mechanic for this fight is he has 6 braziers around him, and they shoot little fireballs at you. If you shield bash the braziers, that puts them out, and it also makes him go and try to refire them, which puts him in a vulnerable position. So naturally the special mechanic for this fight is don't put out any of the braziers, which makes the fight a little bit more difficult. Especially since you can't get free damage on the boss. Dodging the fireballs isn't that big of a deal. He's gonna do it right at the start of the fight. That's the mechanic right there. But you can see that he's much... like, this isn't a boss that you can really run from. And you just have to deal with him as you see. Or pretty much you have to deal with them being in your face. There's no real way to avoid fighting them like this other than knocking out the braziers. But I did actually manage to beat this fight in one try. He's doing the call fire ability right here. I did actually manage to avoid them despite not being able to see where they were coming from. And my other character is not nearly as strong as this one, so I was a little proud of myself. But you do have to be very patient with this fight. If I was using a dual-wield weapon, I would have to be more aggressive, and that makes the fight even more difficult. But you can kill him pretty quickly, especially in New Game. Yeah, we might as well get some free damage since he's doing this. And we're in the center, so it's hard to avoid it anyway. And one of them hit us, one of them got blocked, I believe. So the put swords on the ground is not like a safe attack to punish or anything. He could still... or he still uses that as a functional combo. And we're a little bit too far away from him, so he's just spamming this attack over and over. So we want to get closer in. So he does that. And now we want him to complete this combo. And then we can punish right at the end. Since he hit us with that, I'm just going to back off and hope for the best. We're just barely out of range. But you can also attempt to roll behind him, but there's no guarantee that he won't continue his combo if you do that. Alright, should be able to get 2 hits here. And I'm not taking nearly as much damage as my other character was, so I'm a little bit safer in this fight in general. You can see he still rips apart my stability even though my shield is pretty good. I don't think there's any way to accidentally shut out the braziers. Like, you pretty much just have to shield bash them, and shield bashing isn't something that the game really tells you about, so if you didn't know about shield bashing, there would be no way to not satisfy the special condition of this fight. But this is definitely a fight that I have issues with on New Game Plus. Just because he hits so damn hard. And it's pretty hard to get any free damage on him. Alright, now we want him to continue his combo. Okay, there. Well, you can see that his hitbox is pretty dumb on some of those attacks. Even when his weapons are stationary, you can still take damage. So we're gonna back off here. Okay, he's doing the attack again. I still haven't been able to demonstrate the easy way to dodge it, but we seem to be doing alright anyway. And he was gonna come in. With that attack, you want to roll to get in a better position eventually. And that time he didn't track on me at all, I'm not sure why. But we're getting some pretty good damage here. And again, he's stuck in this weird position, but the hitbox came for me once again. If all 6 of them hit me right now, I believe it would kill me. But okay, that was a reasonable demonstration. It wasn't a strafe, but it was a backstep in the same vein. This is gonna kill him? No, I might die for my greed. Which, obviously very fitting in a Souls type game. But again, he's not tracking very well. I'm not sure why his tracking screwed up toward the end of the fight. Usually those attacks will stay on you pretty well, so you can only get a few hits in. But I'll take it. That went smoothly enough, and we're gonna get the weapon called Firewalker. From this boss. Alright, and here we are. And Firewalker it's basically a mostly fire damage sword, but I think majority of the damage of his fire is actually lies, because I'm going to be attacking enemies that are immune to physical later, and it only does like 12 damage, so I'm assuming that's not actually true. But this is a pretty powerful weapon. It's not as good as Gargoyle and Hawk, but I will use it for the next area, just for brevity. And if I was really good with these attacks, the short sword dual wield attacks, which I suck at, then it would actually be better than Gargoyle and Hawk in certain situations. But I'm just gonna use it as like a fast weapon. Okay, I'm gonna use Gargoyle and Hawk in here. And I forgot to do this on my test run, so there's no promises about whether I'll be able to clear out this area or not. This is another one where it's like a puzzle to find your way around. I believe there's 8 guys in here, but a few of them might be the more dangerous kind. I mean, they look like the more dangerous kind, and they're taking a couple of hits from a heavy weapon, but they're not doing very much damage, and they're not giving much experience, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on. But now that those are gone, we can see that this rune right here, and basically we want to find the other runes. They're out. Here's one. So we just follow the runes, if I can find them all. I'm looking intently. I think there's one over here. And the darkness in this specific case doesn't immediately harm us, which is nice. Here's another rune here. We kicked a body out of the way of it, I guess. It would be nice to use the night vision goggles from Metal Gear Solid here to assist. It's really hard to see anything, but we'll be okay. And this does boost up our multiplier a fair amount, at least. It's not going to matter that much because we're going to just be using a checkpoint soon, but in the event that we want a multiplier, this would be a good way to boost it up. I'm still not taking damage, so we must be on the right track, I guess. Oh, now we went in the circle. Okay, so there's that one, this one. It looks like there's another. And another. Hopefully I managed to fit this in the scope of the video. But I seem to be going the right direction. Yes. Okay, here's our... I feel like these are not actual chests, but I could be wrong. Oh. Maybe you have to open them in the correct order. That could be it. Oh, okay. Well, here's one light to follow. Oh, there's a red roly-poly on us. Which is one of the most dangerous enemies in the game. And there's a little one as well. It's the same theory as far as how to fight these guys. I'm not sure if there are any red roly-polies in the game. But there's some in the challenge rooms, obviously. But if I fail to find the exit, I'll just do this in a later video. I think he's gonna roll, yeah. But since I'm close enough to him, I can just circle strafe it. And we're still getting tons of hits on him, but he's just not going down. Okay, finally. Oh, he blows up, right? Yeah. Be a good idea not to die to that. Okay, so can we figure out where I need to go? Like that's where I just was. And here's the symbols, okay. And the other one went off in this direction. We'll see if that actually leads anywhere or if it's just the fire where we started. Okay, it is somewhere. I don't have any health, so these guys aren't going to be too easy to deal with. And I feel like there's a first ward in there as well. Oh, there's a tyrant. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Well, I did find the tyrant. Alright, that's something. I don't think I have enough time to fight these guys in the scope of 15 minutes, but I'll be back for more struggles in the Darkness Void here. And I'll see you guys next time.